Hi friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new episode of Luxury Will I Buy It? But here on my channel we add a little French twist. So for collections we do want, we say oui. And for collections we don't want, we say non merci. But before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or a hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. Thank you for joining me this morning to get our steps in at the mall. We're gonna go look at all the new releases, the releases that are bubbling up on the horizon, and we're going to decide what we're going to spend our very hard-earned money on, because there are lots of new releases every day of the week, essentially, but let's be smart about how we spend our money. Also, before we dive into today's video, I hit 20,000 subscribers here on YouTube. That's crazy. Thank you so much. I've been slowly but surely inching my way towards 20,000, and thank you. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for liking and commenting and engaging with my channel and helping it grow. Thank you so much. So yeah, let's dive into today's video. The first makeup news here is actually a new spokesperson, a new model for Chanel Coucou Mademoiselle. So for years we had Keira Knightley. That is who I grew up with in a way. I remember all the Keira Knightley commercials and the magazines. It was just so beautiful. And now we have a new spokesperson for Coucou Mademoiselle. We have Whitney Peak. And when I saw her, I said, she looks familiar. She looks very familiar. So I went through her IMDb page, and she was on the TV show The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, which is where I recognized her from. She is beautiful, she is gorgeous, and she is also Canadian. So hooray for Canadians. And I can't wait for this. I think this ad here looks lovely. I love the mega jumbo Mademoiselle bottle, and fun fact, those bottles are fake. It's really just a giant glass bottle. It's real glass, but the inside is just water with food coloring. And I remember we had them on display at the store, and people would often try to crack them open very unsuccessfully. Sometimes people did break them, and what we would do is we would add vinegar because we were trying to deter people from stealing them. And so I just remember people trying to crack those massive bottles open and trying to spray themselves with like eau de cornichon or eau de pickle, basically, because it was water, vinegar, and food coloring. Anyway, back to Whitney. I love this ad. She looks really lovely. I love the smoky eye. I hope we see beautiful makeup looks, because she kind of reminds me a little bit of Keira Knightley. Maybe it's just the makeup. You know, Keira always had really great brows with like a dark brown smoky look. That was often the signature Mademoiselle look, and it kind of looks similar here. So I'm hoping to see some gorgeous makeup inspiration for myself here. So congratulations to Miss Whitney Peak. Congratulations, the new Miss Coucou Mademoiselle. Okay, so today we've got some new foundations. New foundations coming out very, very soon. This one here, the first one is from Guerlain, and this is the Terracotta Le Thé from Guerlain. Currently, I think it's available in Europe, and then it's going to come to the rest of the world very soon. I don't have an exact date yet, but soon-ish. And so this is the perfection in a foundation, the lightness and radiance of a powder, long wearing for 24 hours and without transfer, light texture, airy formula, and medium coverage or medium to full coverage in 30 shades. Interesting. I quite enjoy Guerlain. I am so happy that Violette FR is working there now, and we're seeing more color infusion in their shadows. And this foundation looks nice. I have tested a couple of Guerlain foundations. I haven't purchased a Guerlain foundation in a while. I don't know why. I think it's just sometimes I test a foundation and it's good, I like it, but to actually go ahead and purchase it, you know, I have quite a few on the go. So I think the last one I bought was a stick foundation several years ago, but this looks interesting. I like the idea of it being light and radiant like a powder, medium to full coverage. I mean, it is nice to have a medium to full coverage foundation here, and Guerlain is all about sourcing natural ingredients, so The ingredient list is 95% natural origin. With this promo photo here, you can see a lot of what they're saying, talking about a powder-like finish. So we have the powder and the liquid sort of meeting together. They are showing us instead of telling us, basically. And the shade range is 30 shades. That seems pretty nice, pretty decent. I am interested. I definitely will give this a try. I will try a sample 100%. I don't know if need is a very strong word, but I certainly don't need a new foundation, but I will give it a try. Personally, I'm more excited to see Guerlain bronzers. You know, they always come out with gorgeous bronzers in like May, June, like just right before summer. I'm sort of more looking forward to that because I love Guerlain, I love their bronzers, and to me that's always like the signifier of summer is coming, winter is soon to be over. So I think this is, for me, it's a peut-être, it's or closer to a non merci realistically. I'm going to save my money for a bronzer. Instead of getting the foundation right away, I'll try a sample if I can, and then I'll just splurge on a bronzer in a month or two because, you know, now it's the end of February, it's practically March, things are going to roll in for summer sooner than we think. So for the time being, it's a non merci. Like, I think it's a good product, but it's just not for me. And I think there may be a new makeup brush. I'm not certain exactly, but I'm just seeing this little brush here. It looks like a kabuki brush. It could be something that exists already for the brand. It just sort of looks new. Now, moving over to Chanel. We have more complexion products, more foundations like I talked about. This is part of the Le Blanc. So Le Blanc is skincare. Well, there's a Le Blanc skincare line, which is all about brightening if you have hyperpigmentation, sunspots, things like that. That's what it works on. But they also have Le Blanc makeup, which again is about brightening and just giving you a beautiful radiant finish. And so here we have the Le Blanc Brightening Compact in 7 shades. If I'm not mistaken, they've had this before and they are simply adding more shades. And the same thing goes for the Le Blanc Concealer. They are adding 5 shades. That makes more sense than they're just coming out with 5 shades. Rude. And the concealer here has an SPF of 40. Here in Canada, anytime a product, any makeup product has an SPF in it, they put a sticker on it because they don't want us to see that it has an SPF. I'm not exactly sure what the legality is about that, but if these products have an SPF, there will be a little sticker over top that we can't use. So the brightening compact here, I don't have more information. Let me see if it's on the Chanel site right away. I'm curious, the texture, the finish, the coverage of this foundation here. I don't see these on the US site currently, unfortunately, so I don't have more information, but these, to me, this is ringing some sort of bell. I don't think that these are brand new. I mean, if they are, the shade range is quite abysmal, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I mean, the thing is, so for the concealers, first of all, I am in love with my Sublimage concealer. I think it's literally the best thing since sliced bread. I could try this concealer here. I think maybe I'll go in person and test it out and see if I like it, but like to purchase this right away, no merci. I am very, very satisfied with my concealer that I have. And the brightening compact, interesting. Well, I mean, I certainly hope that they're just adding more shades because as I'm looking at this now, the deepest shade is a B30. And post-vacation, I'm a bit more close to a B40. So that's that. I like that the compact looks like a peachy pink. I think that looks cute. I would like to know more about the compact, the finish, the coverage, how it's going to wear, because apparently I now enjoy matte foundations and I now enjoy powder foundations. I didn't think that I would enjoy that whatsoever, but I tried one from Bare Minerals. I tried one from Dior that was beautiful. So I am open to trying new foundations. I don't think I need it right away. This is a peut-être. Maybe I'll go in store, get my makeup done, test it out and see how I feel. This is a peut-être, a pretty strong peut-être for me. Let's go see Laura Mercier. I told you there are lots of foundations bubbling up right now. This is new from Laura Mercier. It's the Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Foundation. And just a side note, the packaging of this looks similar to Guerlain. It must be something in the water. The marketing, I think it just looks similar, where it just looks like the product on the inside and just like a very basic black writing on the front. It's not exactly like a perfect copy paste, but it just looks reminiscent to each other. Anyway, let's go look at this foundation. This is vegan, long wearing, a natural finish. It's meant to be waterproof as well, a liquid formula, and a medium coverage. Interesting. When I think of Laura Mercier, I think more of like their tinted moisturizers. Laura Mercier to me is also synonymous with Bobbi Brown, where it's very much like you but better, and specifically geared towards more mature, drier skin types. I don't know if you also think the same. Please let me know in the comments down below. So this is a weightless foundation that blurs the line between makeup and skin with a medium buildable coverage, waterproof wear, and up to 12 hours of fade-proof wear. Medium coverage, it's a liquid formula, natural finish. Interesting, it's natural. It doesn't say matte, it doesn't say radiant, just natural. It's very interesting. So I don't know, I'm interested in this. It says it has pigments and firming, smoothing powder ingredients in it to give you a perfecting cake-free coverage. I hope that this is blurring as well. I am seeing the ingredient list here. It says that it has a blurring bamboo silk powder and hydro lipid matrix to balance the moisture and shine control, just to give you a beautiful complexion. It does claim that it will blur the look of imperfections, pores, fine lines. It's supposed to improve the appearance of skin tone and texture. It's also meant to be suitable for the most sensitive skin types. That's very interesting. Let's look at the shade range. The shade range looks quite nice as well. They have 28 shades. They definitely have lots of nuance. I think they could add a few deeper shades, like towards the end, the deeper shades, it's kind of a little bit more concise. I think they have a lot more in the light, and the medium shade ranges have a lot of variance, which is nice, like a lot of nuance between cool and warm and neutral. Maybe they could improve the deepest shade ranges just a little bit, just from, you know, looking at this quickly. But it looks nice, it looks promising. Am I going to spend my money on it? No merci. I will try a sample. I will gladly test this out for you. I will gladly get myself a little sample from Sephora, but I really don't need a new foundation at the moment, so it's a no merci. But sometimes I say no merci, not because I think that the product is like catastrophic, it's just realistically, where is this gonna go? So I think this probably is going to be a good foundation. It's just no merci for me for now. Moving on to Armani Beauty. I want to get into this brand this year because I love their perfume so much, and they just look very classic and very nice. And they have a new blush series. So this is the Luminous Silk Glow Blush. I know they have had their liquid blushes for some time, but these are powder. I love a powder blush. These are not available right now that I'm filming, but it says that they will be available on their website and retailers like Sephora. Here we have 8 gorgeous blush shades. I love the Luminous Silk foundation. That is gorgeous. I'm certain many of you have tried this. So this seems to be not a variation, but a continuation of the Luminous Silk, because it's the Luminous Silk blush. So it's a luminous silk finish that drapes your skin like silk, fine pigments that give your skin a natural, transparent flush of color with a satin finish. That sounds lovely. I like a satin finish blush. Some of them look more sparkly than others, but I hope it's just like a beautiful, luminous, finely milled powder that looks like a blush, but gives you that sort of lit from within glow at the same time. This close-up here of this blush, I'm not exactly certain which one it is. This one looks a little bit glittery to me. Like, you kind of, I feel like I can see the glitter in here. Hopefully it's like an hourglass blush that gives you that beautiful radiant finish. But if we go back to the photo of 8 of the blushes, Some of them look almost like a highlighter, like the two super light ones. They look like they could be more highlighty, but there is one between the hot pink and between the orange. That one I think is the one we see close up, because that is the one that looks like it has a little bit of glimmer shimmer in it. So I'm very excited. I would definitely test. I'm gonna swatch them for sure, and I'd pick up maybe one, maybe no, I think just one. We'll see. But these are going to be permanent. There's no need to rush and buy everything all at once. If you want to, it's your prerogative, it's your money, do what you want with it. But I'm here to remind you, this is permanent. Enjoy your life, live leisurely. And for me, this is a oui, definitely 100% a oui. I will wait for them to be swatchable to me, because these are promo photos, and promo photos always look a bit wild. You know, sometimes you see a promo photo and then a product in person and you're like, this literally has nothing to do with the other. So we're gonna wait, but it's a oui for me. Continuing with blush, we have a new blush series here from Haus Labs by Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga came out with makeup a while ago. Everyone has a makeup brand now, but apparently Haus Labs is coming out with a blush. I've heard good things about their highlighters. I've heard that they're really lovely. So this is the Color Fuse Talc-Free Powder Blush with Fermented Arnica. Now, there are only 5 shades to choose from, which is nice that it isn't too overwhelming. And this looks gorgeous. I like color. I love color, actually. And so this is quite nice, just seeing lots of color. And I like that there's a photo here of different models, different skin tones with each blush, and then you can see how ostensibly it will look on you depending on where you are here. So, you know, keeping a very concise blush line is nice for that photo right here, you know, being able to see where you might fall depending on where you are here. So that's nice. I mean, the models all look gorgeous, of course. That's literally why they are hired here. I am interested to see what the texture is. Like, is it, in my mind, it's going to be like a pressed jelly, like a baked jelly. I don't know why. I have no, this is just me guessing here, but I'm guessing it's going to be some sort of like baked gelée. So this is vegan, hydrating, a pressed powder formula, natural finish, cruelty-free. It's a talc-free blush with fermented arnica that helps reduce redness, and hydrating Hydra Berry that melts onto the skin for a second skin finish. Love that. It says it's mega soft and mega pigmented, so maybe it's one of those powders that you can easily put your finger through. And mega pigmented means you dip your brush very lightly and you knock it off more, and then you apply, which is nice to have a blush that's super pigmented, like the Rare Beauty liquid blushes. I mean, I think you need like the size of like a needle, like the head of a needle, to, you know, add blush for your whole cheek. So interesting. I want to swatch these in person. I think all the colors look lovely. It's really just your taste. Maybe Hibiscus Haze looks lovely. It's the one like way down at the bottom. It's not as prominent, but even like the Dragon Fruit Days, I love. Just like a bubblegum pink, kind of just like brightens the whole complexion. Lovely. I think it looks lovely. It's a oui for me, but I'm going to wait. I'm not in a rush to get this. It's permanent. It's going to be around for a while. I need to test this out. I need to give it a swatch. Although when you go to Sephora, it's always a massive zoo and everything looks destroyed because everyone's like swatched it 1,000 times. Maybe I can get a fresh one and it'll be a little bit more inviting. But I think it's a oui. Well, like more peut-être. It's a peut-être, maybe. Moving on to some perfume, we have Nina Ricci. I have loved me some Nina Ricci perfumes. Absolutely exquisite. So fruity, so sweet, so feminine. Love it. So these are the new iconic apple-shaped bottles, and this is a new and limited edition perfume, unfortunately. It's as crisp as a just picked apple, glistening with dew in the clear morning light. Sounds nice. This looks like those DKNY perfumes. Remember those from the 2000s? Those DKNY apple perfumes? My friend Anne-Marie wore it, and every time I smelled it, I smelled her, I swear. But this looks like DKNY, but if it smells nice, I like it. So the notes are Granny Smith, lemon, Jasmine and vanilla and musk. Listen, give me a fruit salad with vanilla. I am always here for it. I want to test this out. The only downside is that it is limited edition, so if I fall in love, I'll have my heart broken all over again. But I don't care. I want to try it out. I want to see if I like it because it looks delicious. I'm sure it smells delicious, and then I will smell delicious. So it's a very strong peut-être, a very strong maybe. I want to see how it reacts to my skin. You know, sometimes the notes sound lovely and then you try it on yourself and it's horrendous. Even though this looks a little bit like a bootlegged version of DKNY, I'm still here for it. I still think I would enjoy it. Now, moving on to Rihanna Fenty Beauty. She finally came out with a fragrance. This is the Eau de Parfum from Rihanna, Bad Girl Riri. This is a unisex, genderless perfume. I mean, fun fact, all perfume is unisex. Wear whatever you want, I don't care. So I actually tried this at Sephora and it's quite nice. Like, some of the reviews are not that strong and I'm a bit surprised because it's really nice. I would describe it as like a woody, warm scent with some florals. It has magnolia, it has rose, it has some blueberry in it, some vanilla. It's very, very nice. And I would describe it as a very warm, ambery perfume. Like when you look at the photo, the image that you're concocting in your mind, that's exactly what it smells like. I think it smells really nice. I can't really decide if I like it better on a man or a woman. I think it smells delicious. I think it smells nice. I think it's interesting that the packaging is completely clear. You don't have any writing on it at all on any side, just on the bottom and on the cap, like around the band. I quite enjoyed it, but like with any perfume, you have to test it out yourself. You know, when you're getting your steps in at the mall, spray it on you and see how you like it. I liked it. It was spicy, but not too spicy. I thought it was nice, but I didn't buy it either. I thought it smelled nice, but I didn't purchase it. I think I would rather purchase the Nina Ricci perfumes, even though I haven't actually tried it, just because I have tried Nina Ricci perfumes in the past and I loved it. And these types of fruity, fresh perfumes are more my speed, personally. Last but not least, we have new lip products from Cle de Peau. Now, they have a new liquid lipstick series. So these are lipsticks. We have a matte, a satin, and a sort of sparkly formula or finish here. These are called the Cream Rouge Matte, Cream Rouge Shine, Cream Rouge Sparkle. So the matte one is it looks like a liquefied lipstick. It is matte. I imagine it's going to be quite long wearing. It's described as a luxurious, soft matte liquid lipstick with a rich, creamy formula that indulges the lips in a long-lasting, bold color. Interesting. I do enjoy a liquid lipstick, a matte lipstick. They are really long wearing. Sometimes they can be a bit matte. They can be a bit drying, but it depends on the formula. It depends, on the formula basically. I would definitely give these a try. I'm not going to buy every single one, obviously. And if you look here, it kind of looks like they have more reds available in the matte finish. Like they have some plums, some nudes, but it looks like they have more red, pink, berry options available, which is interesting. I'm a big fan of their bullet lipsticks. I love the satin finish. I love the matte finish. So I do like that. And I like that Cle de Peau just sort of does their own thing. They're not obsessed with coming out with like a seasonal collection every season. Like they always come out with a holiday release, but they kind of just come out with products whenever they feel like it. They're not following a pattern. And then we also have the Cream Rouge Shine. I was a bit more interested in these ones because I'm sort of in a glossy moment. I'm enjoying a glossy lip. And we have less colors in the gloss here, but we have some beautiful like light nudie pinks, nudie apricot colors, just some really beautiful shades here. So I think it's going to be, your cup of tea, whatever you think might interest you. And then last here we have the Cream Rouge Sparkle. This is a liquid lipstick with a rich gel cream texture for an irresistible sheen, dewy luster, and intense glimmer for a three-dimensional lip. I don't know about these. Like some of them might be cute. Some of them are already sold out. Maybe this one here. Ooh, this one here is sold out, unfortunately, but something about the pearlescent color gives me a bit of a 90s vibe, which I'm sort of into at the moment. But we also have just lighter colors that have an iridescence to them. I don't know. I mean, that's interesting. I don't know if that's 100% for me. I definitely am more interested in the shine formula, like the liquid lipstick that's more moisturizing and gives you a bit of a glossy finish, or maybe even one of the mattes. I think for me, it's going to come down to which one I swatch and which shade kind of wows me more, because I can say that I prefer a glossy finish at the moment, but if I see a matte color that I just like the color of more, that's more interesting to me. So that about does it. We've done our lap around the mall. We got our steps in. So for the last category here from Cle de Peau, it's a oui for me. Definitely, I will go ahead and try these out, give some swatches. So sound off down below. What do you think looks intriguing or interesting to you? I cannot wait to hear from you. If you're not aware, I have an online beauty consulting service. It's a one-on-one video chat with me. So let's say you have an existing makeup collection, but something isn't quite working for you. We can go ahead and break down your collection, see what isn't working and why. So if you want to make an appointment for yourself, go ahead and click the link down below. And on that note, I think that's all I have for you guys for today. So thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.